Coach, what were your thoughts on the second half? On the second half,
I thought Navy did a great job, and we did not.
what was the conversation like? At the end of the game here, you're obviously in there for a pretty long time.
Um, I mean, we wrapped up the non-conference season. Obviously not the way we wanted to, and we've got to, between now and Saturday, become a better basketball team. We've got to make sure that we are, putting the things behind us that we need to put behind us, learning from the mistakes that we made, and be ready to open up MAC play.
Is this one of those games where the team just isn't executing the game plan, or is it a matter of just like?
No, I
Maybe
think we
being
tried to
better?
execute the game plan. I just don't think at certain times we did a really good job of it. I thought Navy did a good job in the second half, changing up their defenses. I thought that obviously affected us. I know we had too many turnovers in the second half and gave them some easy buckets, on their defense. So we've got to do a better job.
What was the original scout or plan for guarding Coleman?
Yeah, I thought we actually did a pretty good job on her. She's a great player. You got to make sure you can. Obviously the best plan is to keep the ball out of her hands, but when she gets the ball, we got to keep her guessing. Got to make her make some tough shots, which I thought she did. She's a great player. I thought overall, particularly in the first half, I thought we did a really good job on her.
Yeah. Do you think you planned for Watts to be as involved as she probably was today?
Yeah, I mean, when your best player is off a little bit in the first half and maybe not getting the touches where she wants them, someone else has to step up, and they had somebody else step up.
Were you concerned about the perimeter defense at all today? I saw a lot of shots coming from around the 3-point range for them, whether they went in or not.
No, I mean, I think our defense as a whole is something we talk about as far as understanding who we feel like is a better shooter from the outside, or how we want them to shoot off the bounce or three. And we just got to be on point with our personnel.
Yeah, I mean, were there any positives that you could take away from this game besides like the first half defense? Because it seemed like you did have like the energy that you really liked in those first two quarters.
Yeah, I mean, there's signs and things of stuff that we do really, really well. We're just struggling with consistency and being able to have that, that same intense effort that we started the game with on the defensive end in particular for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's something we've got to continue to work at.
What did you think about Jessica getting 4 steals to start the game?
Yeah, I mean, it was good.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.
Michaela, how much does this one sting a little bit? I know you're someone who hates losing. How much does this one sting a little?
I mean, losing in general is just not pleasant, but this one overall, because I think we really just dipped in the second half. It just hurts a little bit more than the other ones. I don't know why. I can't really put my finger on it yet, but it hurts. So hopefully we bounce back stronger than ever after this one.
What do you think was the biggest change, like the first to the second half?
Just talking. Nobody talked. Nobody seemed connected out there to me. Like, we were all out there and we were all playing together, but talking brings us together and closer together, which I don't think none of us did or stepped up to even try to do. So I think that affected us really in the second half.
Do you think it was like almost like a reversion back to like some of the patterns like we saw like toward the beginning of the season? That because I know you brought that up before.
Yes and no. Like, the talking part obviously was a big thing in the beginning, but we still played through it. And this time it was just like we just weren't talking, but like we still played better than we have previously in the season.
Both of you guys guarded Coleman a little bit. What do you think made her so good today? Because you did limit her a little bit in the first half, but in the second half is really when she scored a lot of her points.
I think in the second half we just didn't stop her. I think we didn't help off of our man to like clog up the driving lanes or anything like that, or communicate where she was or who had her directly right then and there, which I think really affected us.
Jess, you were on her a little bit earlier in the game. What did you see from her that really made her stand out?
I feel like we defended her well in the first half, and then in the second half, she had more ball touches and also a lot of steals, which she scored out of. So yeah.
You had a pair like 4 steals in the first quarter for yourself. So is that something you've been prioritizing, like really clogging up the passing lanes, getting steals?
Yeah, I like my defensive game. I always try to like keep my defender in front of me and like to kind of read off the game to see where the ball could go.
Yeah.
So I could get some touches.
Was perimeter defense a priority for you guys today? I know they got a lot of shots up, whether they made or missed them. But how do you guys think you could have been better in that area?
I think our main goal today was just stop number 2 from getting the ball and penetrating, because that's their best player. That's who their offense runs through. 90% of the offense is run for 2. And I think we did a well job in like the first half, but the second half, I think we just didn't, to be honest.
And is there anything that you guys are looking to, I guess, capitalize on before MAC play comes? You have the week, so what are you guys, going to be working on either individually or as a team?
Just connecting and talking, just being closer with each other on the court.
What does that entail? Like, what are you going to do to like work on that?
Whatever coach has planned for us.
Did you hear that one more time? I'm sorry.
Whatever coach has planned for us.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.